Today we have the DF65 Region 2 Championships. I'm commentator Sandy Pondwater coming to you from Frederick, Maryland, the home of the Northern Maryland Model Yacht Club. Okay, here we are after 9 races. Let's look at the current standings. In first place we have Bart and Mahi with 22 points. In second place, just 1 point behind, we have Mari Spina. In third place, we have Mike Campbell, who's also 1 point behind Mari and 2 points behind Bart and Mahi. Then we have Rob Dutton in fourth place with 29 points. Mike Kavanaugh in fifth place with 33 points. John Barrett with 44 points in sixth. Walter House in seventh place with 46. Colin Parker in eighth place with 58. Alan Crusanger in 9th with 59, and James Crawley in 10th with 71 points. So, as you can see, it's a close one up top. The top 3 are real close, and number 4 is definitely in striking distance. Okay, now let's go to Vegas and see what the current odds are. Coming in at 2-1, it's Bart and Mahi. And at 3-1, just behind Bart, it's Mari at 3-1. Then Mike Campbell comes in at 6-1. It seems a little bit high for him. And Rob Dutton is 7-1. Mike Kavanaugh is 8-1. John Barrett is 10-1. Walter House is 12-1. Colin Parker is a scratch. He's out. Alan Crusanger is 13-1. And James Crawley is our long shot at 25-1. This is race number 10. Let's go racing. Now they are racing from right to left. And if you've been watching all the first 9 races, you'll know that we have had brutal winds and torrential rains at times. And this regionals really is testing the best of these sailors. Only the best will survive. As you can see right now, the wind has totally went away after beating them down in earlier races. Let's listen to the start.
8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1.
And we have a clean start. All the boats are pretty close to the line. And it looks like John Barrett, number 23, gets a lead right off the bat. Here comes Walter House, number 02. And way out, we have Mahi, number 777. But it looks like Walter House has the best push right now as he's going into second place and trying to go after the lead. They are racing down to this end of the lake where there's 2 marks down there. They have to go around before coming back up the lake, and there's a gate at the right hand side of the lake. A gate is when you go in between 2 marks and you decide which one to go out and around before heading all the way back to this midway point, which is the finish line. Now, like I was saying earlier, in these light winds, only the best sailors survive. This really is hard on them, and any sailor can sail in moderate to slightly heavy winds. Now, I'm not talking about brutal heavy winds, but I'm talking moderate winds. But when you get them out there in these really light winds, they really have to know how to handle their boat and how to catch the wind. This is the ultimate test. And let's see which one of these sailors proves to be the best at mastering light winds. As we see the boat starting to pull away now, a little bit of a gust. And Walter House, after pulling up into second place, is dropping back to second from last, right in front of James Crawley, number 630. As some of the boats start, there's one of the favorites out there. That's Mike Campbell, number 65 in that yellow boat. He desperately needs some points. As we saw, it was still close up at the top of the standings. But right here, this is the back of the pack as the fleet has strung out a bit in this light winds. Hopefully the winds pick up here in a second, but this would be about the minimum you would want in any regatta, and there they go. Now they're all going down, and they're kind of getting comboggled up down there, and I'm wondering if we're going to see a foul as they try to go out and around. I'm not sure what number 46 did right there. I think she missed the mark. She's having to go back, and I think she barely made it out and around. I think that was Rob Dunn, but now we have collisions everywhere. We have a penalty right there. The red boat with the red sails and number 23 getting into it, and another boat, I believe that's Walter House, gets clogged up there as the boats start piling on top of each other. I'm not sure who's fouling who. It's all happening so fast, and there was some fouls over here to the left. There was fouls to the right, so there's going to be a lot of boats down there having to make penalty turns and letting the boat they fouled go first. So this could really slow them down. I think that Bart and Mahi actually got out because they were down already to the second mark by the time all the pileups started. And those two boats, or three boats right there, Walter, Rob, and I can't tell that third boat there, I believe that's John, are all caught together there, and they have to get their way out of that. And I'm not sure that's going to really slow them down. That's one of the rules. You do not want to get tangled up with other boats because it doesn't help either one of you. So remember that when you're racing, sports fans. It's better to be safe and not get tied up than to get tied up and be out of a race or lose spots in a race. As we catch up with number 777, that grinning fish, as he got away from all that mess and is already heading up the course again. Okay, let's go back down the lake and catch up with the others. There's Mari Spina, number 46. She appears to be in second place as we see the rescue boat out there being sailed by Brario. That little speedboat out there was trying to make a rescue as we had, I believe that was Alan's boat was incapacitated. As we see some of the boats, there's Mike Cavanaugh with the red sails. He has made his way loose. It looks like three of the boats. We have Bart, then Mari, then Mike Cavanaugh, all got out and away from the other boats and are heading up the course. Everyone else is down here. That's James Crawley, number 630. He looks like he's in fourth place. Well, let's try to catch up to our leaders. There was third, and we barely saw Mari for a second, number 46. And then, of course, Bart and Mahi were way up front. They kind of just took off and said, "C'est la vie" to everyone else. Let's see if we can catch up. Yes, way up there going to that outer mark. We see that little fish paddling his little tail up to that mark. As we catch up to second place, number 46, Mari Spina, Mike Cavanaugh with those red sails, and we should see James Crawley, 630, would be the fourth place boat. Yes, there he is with his little red stripe going down the side. And then who's in fifth place is anybody's call, because remember, we saw the pileup of the remaining boats. They all went around, and we're hearing now that number 78 was pulled to shore and is out of this race. As we see the other boats, they're trying to get back on track after doing penalty turns, straightening themselves out. There's that rescue boat way out across the lake. He's cruising down this end in case any of the leaders get in trouble. As we see, James Crawley was right there. You can see a little bit of raindrops coming down right now. The wind is not being nice, but at least there is some wind as we do see the boats moving down the course as we try to catch up. And there we go. There's Mahi, number 777. He's kind of putting, though. He's not moving very fast after having a humongous lead. Let's see if Mari Spina can catch up, or if Mike Cavanaugh, that boat right there, we can see Mari's off the screen right now, but I think she's probably already made her turn around the mark. Let's see if we can catch her. I still don't see her, but she must be heading back. And look at that big lead that Bart and Mahi have as they head towards the finish line. They're only probably about 40 feet from that finish line. And we all love that little fish Mahi as he's wiggling his way, jumping over the little waves, waving to the crowd. I think he better pay attention. And we see the rescue boat, and look at that, here comes Mari Spina. She's actually moving pretty fast too, a lot faster than Mahi was going. Bart had better get that fish a-going. As we saw, there they were right there. And there's James Crawley. Remember, he's in 4th place, and really it was the first 3 boats, then James Crawley, and then a group back at that other marks. And let's see how far Mari is still. Let's see, about 30 feet behind Mahi. Can she catch him? Mahi's not moving very nicely. Or is Bart just positioning himself to be on the best tack coming to the finish line? Maybe he's thinking about where Mari's at and where he needs to be to get the best wind to go over that finish line. That could be it, because everybody knows that Mahi is one of the best boats in the world when it comes to light winds. And look at this, just in the time we were looking down there, Mari has come back. She's on port tack coming by Mahi and Bart goes over to starboard tack. I believe that's the favorite tack that he wanted, though. Remember, I said he'd be setting himself up, and there he is. He's got about a 3 boat length lead over Mari as they come to the finish line. And Bart is positioning Mahi to get the most power out of those sails as they push hard to that finish line. Can Mari catch him? She's only about a boat length behind. There is the mark. They're coming to the finish line really fast. It looks like Mahi's coming to the line. He's only a foot. And yes, number 777, Bart and Mahi win race number 10. And number 46, Mari Spina takes second. Congratulations, Mahi. That was a great race. It really came down to the end between Mari and Mahi. As you can see, Mahi just stalled out right there after he went across, as we see number 15, Mike Cavanaugh, coming across with those red sails, taking 3rd place. So those 3 boats were a lot farther out ahead, as we see number 23, John Barrett, just now getting to the halfway point in this race. He's still got to go all the way down and through the gate and then back here to the finish line. So that just shows how fast those first 3 boats were. They just pulled off and left everyone. And look at this, one of the front runners in this whole regatta right there, Mike Campbell, number 65, he's just now coming to the halfway point. I'll tell you what, if you got tangled up in all those fouls down at that other end, you had just a heck of a race left. As you can see, look at how far behind they are. Half of a race. Or should we say that Mahi, Mari, and Mike Cavanaugh all did such a great job in the low winds. You know, that's something to think about too. And now 5 minutes later, as we wait on the other boats, and here comes another boat. That's Rob Dutton, number 53. He's out ahead. And that's James Crawley. He was in 4th place for a while, but somehow he lost that. And I believe that is Mari Spina's hat in the way, and she gets out of the way. So Mari, move on, as we see Rob Dutton come to the finish line as he takes 4th place in that red boat with the white sails. Congratulations, that's a good finish in this light wind. And Rob, he's a Commodore of the Solomon's Islands Model Boat Club, and he's been sailing for many, many years, so he definitely knows how to master this light wind. And James Crawley ends up taking 5th place. As we saw, somehow he gave up 1 place because he had a great lead, so he probably felt of the same thing that Mahi was playing around with down there. As we see number 23, John Barrett is now coming to the finish line, and John Barrett will end up taking 6th place. And number 65, Mike Campbell, we see him coming on screen, he takes 7th place. And number 02, Walter House, pulled his boat and did not finish. Number 78, Alan Cruisinger, also did not finish. And number 49, Colin Parker, did not start. We know he scratched the rest of the races. Congratulations to our top 3. 1st place, number 777, Bart and Mahi. 2nd place, number 46, Mari Spina. In 3rd place, number 15, Mike Cavanaugh. Congratulations! Please subscribe and hit like for more videos. Sail Wars thanks you for liking, subscribing, and sharing with your friends and family. Attention all club webmasters, Sailboats needs your support. Please make it easy for your club members by putting a link to our homepage on your club's website. Thank you from Sailboats team. And we have a YouTube homepage. When you go there, you'll find playlist. You can click on this link and it shows you all the videos, over 300. And of course, you can subscribe from that YouTube homepage. And check out the best of Sail Wars. Sail Wars is supported by you and our volunteers. Thank you. We are all about increasing participation in our sport. Also, please join a great club like the Northern Maryland Model Yacht Club. And of course, do more than what is expected in that club. We love the AMYA. Did you know that Sail Wars is the most watched and respected RC selling information site? A big thank you to our supporters. And did you know we've made over 300 videos and have racers all around the world? Join us as we spread the word about RC selling. By subscribing, it's free.
There's a dot?